Hello, my dears. Once again, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today, topic is chemical transmission of endocrine hormones. The endocrine hormones are basically divided into the mode of action, origin of secretion, where it's secreted, and how it's transported, the nature, chemical nature of the hormone, and basic structure of the hormones. Endocrine hormones are classified like that, like these types. But now we are going to learn chemical transmission of endocrine hormones means why we are calling hormones are endocrine. So how it's transported, how it's produced, how it's acted, the target tissue. Regarding wise, how the hormones are transmitted, especially chemically transmitted in our system. Okay, let's go. General, hormones are classified majorly into four types. This classification based on the where it's secreted and where it's act. So regarding that, the endocrine hormones are classified into four basic types. One is autocrine, paracrine, endocrine, and neuroendocrine. So the each unique classification have unique function. That means the autocrine hormones are some of the hormones. Some of the hormones are produced from the a type of cells in our system. The action of the hormone, the same cell. Yes, this is called autocrine. For example, insulin-like growth factors. This growth factor to control the carbohydrate metabolism, and also it involves the growth of bone and muscles, especially adipose tissue. So this hormone come under the autocrine. Not only this insulin-like hormone, some other hormones are there. Yes, okay. The second type is paracrine mediated. Paracrine mediated means the hormones produced from type of cells. That cell produced the hormones. The hormones are action at the neighboring cells, neighboring the producing hormone producing cells. So small chemical transmission takes place. Finally, the hormones are respond the neighboring or surrounded cells or tissues in the organ in our system. This type of hormones is called paracrine hormones. Expressing the famous hormone is insulin, secreted by the pancreatic B cells and affecting the secretion of glucagon by the pancreatic cells. You know very well glucagon, insulin is a opposite action hormone. The insulin generally allow the glucose into the cell. After entering the glucose in the cell, glucose go to involve the oxidation process and finally produce the energy. This is usually happening. The insulin acts as a gate to allow the glucose from the extracellular content into intracellular. Okay. The receptor is called glue receptor. Yes, you know very well. But the type of insulin secreted from pancreatic cells, even this insulin to maintain the glucose level, okay, this is a major function, core function. And also the insulin going to bind the neighboring cells, for example, the glucagon, that means alpha cells of the pancreas, go to bind and affect the secretion of glucagon because glucagon is oppositely acted or against acted the insulin. So this type of action is called paracrine. Not only this hormone, so number of hormones are there. Okay. So we can study in detail the following section. Okay. Third one is endocrine hormones. This is a beautiful word, is endocrine. Endocrine means here you look like this picture. This is the secreting cells of hormone, otherwise called a gland. Yes, you know very well. Some of the endocrine glands are there in our system. So those glands are produce the corresponding hormones at the time of requirement. Okay. So this is considered as a gland cells. The cells produce the hormones. The hormones then enter into the duct, gland duct, then followed by the hormones enter into the blood. Yes. So after encountered, the hormones are transported to somewhere, transported to throughout the body, yes, body, and goes to bind the responding target cells or target tissue. That target tissue or cells contain some receptors containing the specific receptor of the corresponding hormone. The hormone goes to bind and produce the corresponding action. This type of action is called endocrine hormones. You know very well insulin is a famous hormone. It produces the beta cell of pancreas and go to the duct followed by enter the blood. Yes. Then after entering, the insulin molecule goes to all kind of tissue in our system and goes to bind and allow the glucose molecule into the cell from the blood. Yes. So this type of action is called endocrine hormone. Similarly, estradiol, uh, cortisol. The fourth important action of hormone is neuroendocrine. Neuroendocrine means here the action is endocrine, but especially in the neurons. You look like this picture. Here, this is a neuron. The neuron will produce these some signals. The signals are followed by the synapse. You know very well the synapse is the main neurotransmission process. Uh, we are going to study in detail. Okay. So after the synapse, the nerve signals are transmitted to the cells, and finally the signals will drive these some actions to the target cell. Yes. This neuron cells are interacted. The junction is called neuromuscular junction. Neuromuscular junction. Okay. This is type of chemical transmission. It's happening in the immune system. Sometimes neurons will produce these signals. Those signals are directly entered to the bloodstream. Bloodstream that signals will carry some proteins or some transporters. Then the signals are transported to target cells, and also those signals are those neurotransmitters are transmitted uh, by the blood. Then the neurotransmitters bind to the corresponding receptor. That receptors to induce triggering the corresponding biochemical actions in the corresponding target cells. So this is collectively called the signals are transmitted through the endocrine nature. This is called neuroendocrine. So the four important mechanisms are available in our system. This only for transfer the chemicals from one place to another place. But this chemical transmission, it must occur in our system. Similarly, the hormones will obey the chemical transmission process. Yes, maybe the hormones are action like this. The hormones are autocrine hormones. The hormones action like this is called paracrine hormones. This actions like this hormones are called endocrine hormones. Some of the actions are called this like neuroendocrine hormones. Yes. So and finally, the chemical transmission in our system takes place these three, these four ways. Okay. Second thing is This is it's not a hormone. Some of the transmitters, some of the chemicals are transmitter other than the autocrine, paracrine, endocrine, and neuroendocrine. Yes. This is called a neural transmission. Neural transmission means neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitters, otherwise called a molecule, transfer the information from the postsynaptic neuron to presynaptic neuron. Yes. Otherwise, a type of chemical which transfer the information from presynaptic neuron to postsynaptic neuron. These reactions followed repeatedly to do the informations are transmitted from um, skin to sensory neurons to motor neurons to responding tissues, sometimes sensory neurons to interneurons, or interneurons to motor neurons, or whatever it is. Maybe the neurotransmitter is the chemical molecule present in the neurons which drive the information from the one neuron to another neuron. Yes, the neurotransmitters produce the virtually instantaneous effects. For example, acetylcholine. Acetylcholine is famous neurotransmitters. This neurotransmitters involve some type of neurons. Some of the another neurotransmitters that is called GABA, gamma aminobutyric acids, glycine, dopamine, histamine. Number of neurotransmitters are available, but those are the chemicals are transmitted. Whereas some of the chemicals have a slower onset but long-lasting effect on the target organ and are termed as a neuromodulators. Yes, we compared to the neurotransmitter, the neuromodulators slightly differ. How means the slower onset time. It can slowly transmitted, but if binded to the receptor, it produces the long-lasting effects to the target tissue, target organ, tissue made up of organ. This is called neuromodulators. For example, some opiates. Opiates is a type of secondary metabolites which involve the some kind of actions. Okay. The second thing is femoral actions. Femoral actions means transmission is the release of volatile hormone. It's called pheromones. The word is pheromone means a type of hormones which induce the another things or which propagate the another things or attract the other things or produce the smell, odor, color, or whatever it is. It's called pheromones, but these pheromones obey the hormone properties and characteristics. This is called pheromonal action. Yes, some of the pheromones are volatile. It's volatility, so that's why the flowers are producing some fragrance. Example, some fruits are producing the fragrance. Likewise, these hormones are called pheromones. This volatile compound enter into the atmosphere. So some of the organs or insects or whatever it is to sense the pheromone smell as pheromone color, pheromone volatility. So that specific organism to attract it to the corresponding target tissue. Finally, the individuals are uh, involved in some biochemical actions. Yes, this is called pheromonal transmission, chemical transmission takes place over in the system. Okay, where they are transmitted to another individuals and the individuals are recognize the signals and go to attract it. Yes, this is called pheromonal action. You look like this. This is a pheromone producing glands, the glands to produce the pheromones. The pheromones are get volatile and enter the atmosphere. Some of the organs are get attracted. Yes. This is called neural actions. The axons mean the transformation of information from one neuron to another neuron. Yes, this is called pre-synaptic neuron. This is the post-synaptic neuron. The information always transfer from presynaptic to postsynaptic neuron. The junction between the dendrites of presynaptic neuron and the postsynaptic axon ending is there are two parts of the neuron interacted. The junction of the interaction is called a synapse. Is so here neurotransmitters are transmitted at the time of neurotransmission. Okay. So these two neural and pheromonal chemical transmissions are takes place in the system other than the autocrine, paracrine, endocrine, neuroendocrine.